Welcome back, fight fans. In today's video, we've got a packed lineup of headlines. First off, Dustin Poirier confirmed a move up to welterweight. Next, Dana White leaves during UFC Nashville's boring main event. In addition, Jake Paul reacts to Nate Diaz putting him in guillotine. And last but not least, Yadong releases statement on being robbed at gunpoint. Dustin Poirier's UFC career is at a standstill after he suffered a huge loss against Justin Gaethje. Poirier and Gaethje came face-to-face at UFC 291 for the BMF title. Things did not work in favor of Poirier as Gaethje knocked him out in just the second round of the bout. Now, after some remarkable fights in the lightweight division, Poirier has decided to move up. Surprising the MMA fans, Poirier tweeted, "Okay, I'll move up." The undefeated welterweight, Shavkat Rakhmonov, came across the tweet, and he wholeheartedly welcomed Poirier to welterweight division. He wrote back, "Okay," as a response to Poirier. UFC Nashville went down last night inside Bridgestone Arena, and while the event as a whole had a bunch of energy with fun fights up and down the card, the main event was an absolute snoozer. Cory Sandhagen dominated Rob Font for 25 minutes en route to a unanimous decision, but it was mainly Sandhagen wrestling and controlling Font. The Nashville crowd booed from the second round on and didn't let up at all. To make it even worse, UFC President Dana White got up and left the fight during the fourth round, according to the outlet Spinnin' Backfist. White also skipped the UFC Nashville post-fight press conference, and because of that, no one got to hear his thoughts on the main event. This isn't the first time the UFC president has left a main event due to disappointment. He infamously left during the UFC 270 main event when Francis Ngannou defeated Cyril Gane, and also during Derek Brunson versus Kevin Holland in 2021 at UFC Vegas 21. Who knows, maybe he snuck off to watch Nate Diaz versus Jake Paul at his hotel. After the Cory versus Font bout, the bantamweight champion Aljamain Sterling took to Twitter to express his views on the fight. This is what he commented: "Rob Font accepting to lay on his back for too long. Catch your breath, then move. Sandhagen showing brilliance on his takedown timing and top control. Welcome to the dark side, Cory. Respectfully, this fight was shit. Don't anyone ever tell me or Merab that we're boring and don't do anything with takedowns. The audacity, LOL." A guillotine choke in a boxing match is a rare sight. Jake Paul went 10 rounds with former UFC fighter Nate Diaz and defeated him via unanimous decision last night from inside American Airlines Center in Dallas. In the final round, with 20 seconds left in the fight, Diaz snatched up his infamous guillotine on Paul, which made the entire arena go nuts, as well as the internet. After the fight, during the post-fight press conference, Paul reacted to being put in Diaz's guillotine. This is what he said: "Yeah, he choked me. He was actually choking me. No, he was actually choking me. I was like, oh God, this is crazy. I didn't think he was gonna stop, but he had it in. Obviously, I'm not going to try to defend it, but yeah, it's just funny. I was like, this is crazy, but yeah, man, that's why I want to do it back in MMA. It's fun. I'm with all the shit. But like, if I'm ready for it, I would have dropped. If it was an MMA, I would have dropped to a double leg, pick him up and dropped him on his head." UFC fighter song Yadong alleges he and a friend were robbed at gunpoint by 4 men Wednesday at a gas station in San Francisco. Yadong, who said he was a little drunk at the time, said he and his friend, who was the designated driver, pulled up to a gas station to buy some water. When his friend exited the store, he was held at gunpoint and was demanded to turn over his valuables. Song Yadong releases statement on being robbed at gunpoint. This is what he wrote: "Last Wednesday at dawn at a gas station, my friend and I were robbed by 4 masked individuals. They were armed and we were in a perilous situation. They took all the valuables we had on us. Fortunately, we are safe. Even though I am a professional fighter, I chose to surrender because I knew that facing their guns, my fists couldn't compete. I couldn't be faster than a bullet. At that moment, I felt a sense of helplessness I had never felt before. I want to tell you that no matter who we are, no matter how strong we are, we can all encounter danger and feel helpless. This is an ordeal I experienced, and it could happen to anyone. I also want to remind everyone to try to avoid being in the wrong place at the wrong time at night. We can't completely avoid danger, but we can reduce potential risks by making cautious choices. Thank you for your understanding. I hope we can all cherish life and make the right choices. Your friend Song." Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. We greatly appreciate your support and interest. If you enjoyed the content and want to stay updated, please don't forget to subscribe. Your involvement helps us continue producing and sharing more valuable content with you. Once again, thank you, and we look forward to having you as part of our community.